Hi guys, my name is Elise. Welcome back to our kids lesson for this week. Today we're going to be starting off just like we always do with a song. This week's song comes from the book of Ephesians chapter 3 verse 20. So let's really pay attention to these lyrics and see what this verse says. That song and that verse teaches us that God can do incredible things and that He has really big plans for our lives. Let's keep on standing and keep on singing.
Is washing over me and calling me your own, your own. Your light is burning through the shadows. I see the truth. There is nothing to fear. Your word, your way, your promise everlasting. Over and over, I see your hand. Higher than the sky, your love is deeper than the sea. Your grace is washing over me and calling me your own, your own. Your name, a tower in the battle. You are here, we have nothing to fear. Your voice, my river in the desert. Over and over, I see your hand. Higher than the sky, your love is deeper than the sea. Your grace is washing over me and calling me your own, your own. Higher than the sky, your love is deeper than the sea. Your grace is washing over me and calling me your own, your own. Higher than the sky, your love is deeper than the sea. Your grace is washing over me and calling me your own, your own. We are your own.
Before we get into our lesson, we're going to watch a quick video. This video is about our word of the week, which is imagine. So let's see what we can learn about this word.
Have you ever thought about the vast and infinite space between the stars above? Can you imagine a God-made wonder this breathtaking? In order to do this, we first need to know what it really means to imagine. The dictionary definition of the word imagine is to form a mental image or concept of something in your mind. Forming a mental image or imagining something is like seeing pictures or even movies in your mind. Let's try this out. Everyone, close your eyes and picture your favourite Christmas memory. Ready? Go. Okay, open your eyes. Did you see your family? If so, what did their smile look like? What were they wearing? What colour are their eyes? Or did you see lights? Were they hanging from a tree or lining the roofs and chimneys of homes? What colour was their soft glow? Blue, green, red? Congratulations! You just used your imagination. Isn't it amazing that our minds are able to see details such as these about something that happened days, months, or even years ago? So, what does God say about imagining? Well, for starters, He gave us the wonder which is our brain and the ability to use our imagination. In fact, using your imagination to form pictures in your mind about God's truths and believing in His Word, even when we don't see things with our eyes, is a major part of faith. You can exercise your imagination by picturing images from stories in the Bible, like movies in your mind. In fact, the more you dream about and imagine God's Word, the deeper it will be planted in your heart and the closer you will grow to God. Our imagination is a gift from God and an important tool to living a life of daring faith.
That video helped us define the word of the week and gave us a great example of daring faith. You know what else will be a good example of daring faith? Our Bible story for this week. It's about Joshua. Do you guys know anything about Joshua? Let's find out from this story.
There once was a man named Joshua who loved God with his whole heart. The day came when Joshua needed to have courageous faith and cross the Jordan River when it was rushing with so much water that there was no way anyone could walk through it. God told Joshua to have the priests carry the Ark of the Covenant and stand in the river. God said that as soon as a priest set foot in the river, the water would stop flowing and dry ground would appear. And so Joshua, the priests, and the Israelites did as God asked. As soon as the priests reached the river and their feet touched the water's edge, the water stopped flowing. Then the Israelites crossed the dry riverbed to the town of Jericho, just as God had planned.
Okay, and let's take a quick quiz with our friend Space Goat.
Roger, roll, Challenger.
For thousands of years, people have looked up to the stars and wondered what's beyond. Thoughts of distant galaxies, strange planets, and possibly even life unlike any we've known on Earth. But no one could have ever imagined in the deep expanse of our universe lives one furry creature with 4 legs and a jetpack. Bah. His name is Space Goat, and he's here to help you, and he's here to help us, here to help us answer life's toughest questions. What river was Joshua crossing? The Mississippi River? The Nile River? Or the Jordan River? Well done! Joshua was crossing the Jordan River. Why was crossing the river difficult for Joshua? Because he forgot his floaties? He had just purchased some new shoes? He had to first step into the water before God would stop the river. Crossing the river was difficult for Joshua because he had to step out in faith for God to start the river. What were the Israelites carrying across the river? The Ark of the Covenant? Animals? Cute purses? The Israelites were carrying the Ark of the Covenant across the Jordan River. Until next time, stay spacey, cadets.
Challenger, go and throttle up.
How is this story an example of daring faith? Well, the Israelites were promised a land by God called Israel, and they had to have faith that God would not only let them back into that land, but that God would help them get there. There was a huge river in the way, and they had to have faith that God would make a way for them to cross it. The other thing that makes this story special is it talks about the Ark of the Covenant. Now, when I was in elementary school, I didn't really know what the Ark of the Covenant was, but I wanted to explain it to you guys today. So, the Ark of the Covenant was a very special box. And some of the things that made it special were it had special things inside of it, like the 10 Commandments, and it had lots of gold on it, and it had statues of angels on it, and that's enough to make it special. But what made it really special was that God, even though he can go anywhere he wants on earth, God liked to sit on the box. And so this box was super, super special. It was kept in the temple, and only certain priests could go and see it and do things with it. And that's another thing that makes this story really special. Okay, I hope you guys learned something from this lesson, and I hope to see you guys again next week, either in person or online. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!